I'm starting my journey here in Fullarton Woods in Troon, following the Smugglers Trail of old. Why don't you come along with me and we'll see what we can see. I love forest trails like this, so inviting. But we're going to be travelling this way. Let's go. You can see here all the recently felled trees, victims of the recent storms we've been having here in Great Britain. I put my Merlin app on for about 30 seconds there. You know, the app that detects bird sound, lets you know what bird is in the area. And I've detected rooks, wrens, chiffchaffs, chaffinches, robins. There are loads of birds in here. But what I'm interested in is this. What direction shall I take? This way, I think, over this bridge. And along this path. Can you hear the little gurgling stream? So peaceful. Can you imagine the smugglers carrying their barrels of contraband along this path? All those hundreds of years ago. I'm on a broader path now. We're walking along the road at one point, I think. Ah, there's a pavement. Down this road. Look at this line of cloud. Distance there, you can see Arran. Beautiful. The sign that spring is here. A lot of buds are starting to come. That gorgeous house. That looks inviting. But no, let's keep going. Look at Arran on this glorious day. Up here. If you would like to rent this caravan for your holidays, then it's only £400 a week. But be quick, because bookings fill up fast. Beautiful. Gorse bush, broom, one of the two. Time for my lunch. It's thirsty work. I've had rain the past few days, quite cold. So this is great. It's actually quite warm now. A brown bloomer with grated, what's that? Red Leicester cheese. And a cup of Yorkshire tea. Got to be Yorkshire, because that's the best. This is that sit down time. Listen to the birds and the insects. Gorgeous. Love it. Absolutely love it. Not the piece, the scenery. The piece is alright. Bread's a bit hard. So this Smugglers Trail must have been amazing back in those days. Waiting for the boats to come in with the contraband. All the men gathered. They've been given the knock on the door. There's a boat coming in. Men, get down to the water's edge and get ready to bring it in. And then scrambling up with the barrels or the crates or whatever it was in, up these paths. If only we could travel back in time, eh? Even just to watch, as a silent observer. Even if we saw them in kind of faded ghost-like fashion walking past. Listening to them. Maybe even spot one that looks a bit like yourself. It must be my ancestor. I know that somewhere in my history, because my cousin looked it up years and years and years ago, up through my mother's side, there was a pirate. Now, when I heard that was years and years ago. When I heard that, I just automatically thought of like Blackbeard, you know. But thinking back now, it's probably somebody like this, a pirate that done this kind of thing a few hundred years ago, because the records only went back to about the 1700s, so that would be about right. So whether it was here, could have been here, or it could have been many areas around the coast. The piracy was going on. In fact, piracy is still going on today, isn't it? In a different form. Have you ever traced your family tree and found something interesting? If it's something you've always considered doing, I'd recommend you do it. You never know, you might find out you're related to someone famous or someone infamous. By the way, if you like this kind of content, serene, listen to the birds, taking in the countryside, and travelling in ferries, etc., which I hope to be doing more of in the near future, I would love it if you could like and subscribe to help my channel grow. I'm hoping to go over to Arran soon. We've done Millport, done Rossi, but the ferry leaves from Troon now. It used to leave from Ardrossan, but all sorts of, you know, complications. In fact, the new boat broke down. A brand new boat. They only bought it in January, I think it was, 2025, and it broke down in March. I think there was a crack in the hull. The story's longer than that, but that's the kind of short of it. Ah, lovely. I can see all the wee midges are out now. That's why I've kept my hat on. I'm roasting, but I don't want them getting in my head and make me itchy. The dreaded midge. A wee cookie. Homemade. Great to get a wee burst of sugar. Body was needing it. You know what, I'm sitting here in this wee bit of wall to have my lunch because I couldn't find any bench. I've just looked up there and I see a bench. Only I'd have walked another 1 minute. Anyway, so quiet here. All I can hear are the birds and a big metal bird. Someone going their holidays or coming back their holidays. Look at that sky. Another plane away over there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. And the bench is just up there. I don't know if you can see it. This is the Troon Angling Club. Absolutely gorgeous. Go have a wee sit down in it anyway. Did you hear that? That was a woodpecker. That's an unusual bench. Here is the map of the Smugglers Trail. Virtually everyone in the parish of Dundonald was linked to the 18th century smuggling trade. This was highly organised by David Dunlop, so that the Loans Smuggling Company was the most successful in Scotland. Before 1765, tea, brandy, wine, rum and tobacco were purchased in the Isle of Man and shipped to the Troon by wherry. Later in the century, these goods came directly from Europe. About 16 small boats were kept permanently on the beach to unload the illicit cargo. This was a lucrative trade. The value of one cargo seized by the revenue officers was £2,000. That's £120,000 at today's prices. When a wherry was expected, news spread from house to house, and local men with up to 500 horses would assemble on the beach ready to carry the contraband inland as speedily as possible. One route was through Dundonald Glen. The Smugglers Trail runs through a beautiful area of countryside where there are natural heritage sites of national importance. Part of Dundonald Woods is a site of special scientific interest and a registered ancient woodland. At the end of the Smugglers Trail stands the historic 14th century Dundonald Castle. This was at one time home to King Robert II, the grandson of Robert the Bruce. Let's head to Dundonald Castle and have a look. And here it is, Dundonald Castle, once the home of King Robert II. Look at the view you get of Arran from up here. Well, that's me at the end of the Smugglers Trail. I hope you enjoyed that little video, and please join me in my next one. And also, if I could just reiterate, I would love you to subscribe. It would really help my channel grow, and like the video too. Thank you so much. Goodbye.